Hi, fam. Housekeeping before we start this podcast. I have been setting up this set for the last hour. Bear with me as I explain it. We're sitting on my bed. This is my safe space. My bed. It is the place I lie to rest every night. The place I beg to keep me in the morning as I wake up for my full-time job every day. It's the place I love. So I decided, why not start filming the podcast here? So that's what you're getting. The comforters have been pushed. I don't just sleep with a sheet. Actually, I don't sleep with any sheets at all, fun fact. Just a comforter. A lot of people think that's gross, but I clean my sheets weekly. So my sheets, I don't sleep with sheets, period, but like I clean my ish weekly. That's besides the point. Anyways, I have my MacBook here, the one I literally tapped the screen and it cracked into a billion pieces because fuck Apple. But I can't see the screen at all. So I'm just assuming that this is recording audio. It really could not be recording audio. I kind of just had to literally like assume I was clicking record audio. It literally is a blank screen. I don't know if it's recording. I have no comment. I have no words. I'm really annoyed about it. But I'm not gonna bring that energy right now here. But it's already here. So, just to get that out of the way. I have a journal. Want to talk about that. I have a book. Want to talk about that. If you see the cover, you already know this is gonna be a heavy one. If you saw my also, wow, English. If you saw my setup, you would be low-key like applauding me, but also like, girl, buy a tripod. I know. We have a special guest today. The name is Hurricane Milton. So Amazon is currently on hold for a little bit. And I just could not film this podcast episode today. This is going to be like the pilot episode because I was just like tweaking. I have been having this like urge to film so badly. And I was literally like itching. Like I was like, I want to film. So that's what I'm doing. Yes, Hurricane Milton is here. Currently outside my window. It hasn't hit that badly yet. But it will be. So we'll see. I work every day. I got a new job and I work every day, but I got canceled the next 3 I got canceled. My job got canceled the next 3 days. So that's how serious it is. And literally, like, it could be like hailing here in Florida and people usually will say, come to work. So, like, literally Waffle House closed. That's how serious this issue is, apparently. But, like, my parents, like, don't really care. They're like, okay, like, let's just, like, not board up the windows. So, to prepare, I bought this Shrek hat from Amazon for $16. And I kind of just said fuck it. Yeah, I kind of just said fuck it. And I kind of just said, if it's gonna take me, then it's my time. I'm not complaining. Also, another reason, like, I'm so annoyed. There's a lot of reasons I'm annoyed. Another reason I'm annoyed at this current moment is that I have a really nice mic. Not this little piece of garbage from Amazon. I have a really nice mic. It's a Blue Yeti mic that my dad bought me literally, I think, when I was like 13, because he like knew I loved media stuff. Let me stop holding this like I'm in Bridgerton at high tea. Yeah, he bought me a mic so long ago, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, Dad, I'm not about to make podcasts. Don't be silly. Fucking 8 years later, I'm like, I gave that mic to my brother so he could use it for gaming and whatever. And then he used it for like a few months and then just kind of like kept it and never used it again. And then he offered it back to me. And I was like, give it back. And he hasn't given it back since. And I'm getting kind of annoyed because I really want it. Because it's like a nice mic. It's like professional. Because this is a professional environment. But he hasn't given it back yet. So right now we have the mini mic. And like I said, I was itching to film this. Like I could not film. So we're just gonna bear with what we have. Anywho, today's topic of interest is going to be why I deleted my social medias and just catching up on my life. This is going to be a bit of a pilot episode because I filmed an episode like starting my podcast before. It was called Brain Rot, which I really liked that name, but then I realized I deleted social media because I was so fucking over brain rot. So I had to kind of scrap the name. I was like, yeah, the reason I deleted social media was because I could not deal with brain rot anymore. So the name can't be Brain Rot. Yeah. But the first episode was all about why I basically hate social media influencers and celebrities. My stance hasn't changed. I still really dislike them. Hate's a strong word. But I really dislike them. But go watch that if you want. I don't really think my views have changed that much at all. Anyways, yeah. I deleted social media and it has made me feel better in a lot of ways, but I think it's also made me low-key severely depressed. And I'm just gonna talk to you about it because honestly, I need an outlet. If I'm being for real, I have been going through it recently to the point where I bought a journal, and I know a lot of people, especially females, not hating on them because I join them. If you can't beat them, join them. They buy journals. I have bought. That's not a word. I have bought so many journals in my life, and I've never used them. I literally would do like math problems in them, and I like literally like never used the journals I bought in the past. But this was the first time I bought a journal, and bitch, I cried when I was writing in it. It was therapeutic. So ever since I bought it, which was about like a week and a half ago, I have consistently been writing in it daily. And it's been a little scary. Like, I don't want to get too close because this has private information, but like ain't that crazy. Because another thing is I hate writing. Like, I love writing. That made no sense. I love typing and writing, and I have a lot of words I want to get out, but my brain runs a lot faster. If you hear talking in the background, my brother is gaming with his friends and he's being really obnoxious. Let me get that out of the way. My brain runs a lot faster than my mouth and my hands can write, especially my hands. And I write a certain way where like I get this like bump. That's weird to say, but like on my like my ring finger, I have like a bump because I pushed down. I never learned to write correctly. So like I hated writing because it would hurt my hand, and like I would always smudge on my like side of my hand. And so like I just never liked writing with my hand because my handwriting's also, it's not messy. Like if I write slow, it's not messy, but if I write fast, it is kind of messy. And so like I would always see like girls with journals, and they would like cut out cute aesthetic pics, and like their handwriting would be so nice, and I was like, bitch, this is too much effort. Like I don't want to do that. But I got to such a low point. This was recently. I got to such a low point where I was like, I don't care anymore. I need some type of outlet. Like I need to get my thoughts out, and no one cares enough to listen to me. So let me get a journal. And it's been really helpful. And I never thought it would be. I never thought it would be. So yeah, I've been journaling recently. I've been writing the dates on the top. And I hope that one day I can look back and see how sad and miserable I was. And like hopefully like be like, oh, that's wonderful. I'm a lot happier now. Or maybe it could be the exact opposite. We'll see. We don't want to think that negatively, but like anything can happen in this day and age. That's another reason I wanted to start the podcast as well, is because I think I have a lot to yap about. And I know a lot of people say that. They're like, I'm just a girl. I can talk a lot. But like, bitch, just shut up. Just shut up. Half the shit people say on the internet, they need to keep in their mouths. Whereas me, I'm the exception. Obviously. And I think that like there's not enough realness on the internet. Like there's realness to the point where it's like, let me see how to explain this. We've come from like back in like the early 2000s, it went from like celebrities and like only seeing like this amazing celebrity culture of being like super rich and like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, this like, I don't know, this like high amazing life where everything is glitz and glamour and it's amazing. And then as like TikTok and YouTube and whatever came around, we all started seeing these people that were more relatable, and then making these people in turn celebrities. I use that term very loosely. But like we made these people celebrities, but as we made these new people celebrities, they in turn censored themselves, and they then became not real, even though they were portraying themselves as being real. Like, oh, look, like I wake up like at 12 p.m. like you guys, and I suffer from this mental illness like you guys. And it's like, yeah, but like you're still not real. Like you're censoring yourself, and you're not being real, and you're not talking about real topics. And like do you get what I mean? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Are y'all pooping when I'm scooping? And I just always feel like I've been such a real person. And I know a lot of people would probably say that about themselves. So maybe I'm not special at all. But what am I if I don't take a chance and like just put out a video once a week? And what if it gets 10 views? Then like, okay, at least I like used up an hour of my life and didn't spend it rotting in bed, you know? So, anywho, back to why I deleted social media. I found myself scrolling on these apps such as Instagram, TikTok. I had Twitter, but like I didn't really use it. I just had it because I had it. Like I don't know how people use Twitter and like tweet, because like I had no followers and it was kind of like useless. So I had Twitter, but like I never used it. What else? I guess that's it. I had Snapchat, but I got rid of Snapchat like years ago because I just never cared about it. Like, streaks is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my freaking life. If you are past the age of like 16 still doing streaks, I really think you should just cut it off. Just stop. Because you need to be thinking about your SATs in college, babe. You need to be thinking about your future, not your 6-day streak. Anyways, I'm in college. I just dropped like Snapchat a long time ago. Like, I was so over it. But anyways, Instagram and TikTok were like my main ones. And I was finding... Oh my god, here's a quick intermission. Have you guys ever wanted to like literally punch someone in the face so much? Like, that's how I feel right now. Like, I have a lot of anger that's just like harboring like right here in the center of my chest. And it may be for my brother. I'm not going to confirm or deny. Wait, that was really mean. Wait, I've been going to church more. Let me just like say I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm just really angry right now. He hasn't given me the mic. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, like TikTok and Instagram. I was so painfully addicted to these apps. Like not like... Guys, I'm getting so angry. I was so painfully addicted to these apps. Like, but it wasn't like addicted where I would go on. It wasn't like a, oh, healthy addiction. Like, it was like really bad addiction where like I would be on the app. I would subconsciously close out of the app, and literally 1 second later, without realizing, I would reopen the app. And the thing is, I only followed like 60 people. And I'm not sitting over here thinking I'm Hollywood or anything. Like, I only had like 300 followers. I was not the type of person who like I only followed like things I really cared about or like close friends. Like, I wasn't sitting here having 3,000 followers and following 6,000 people. Like, I wasn't like that. But like, I followed such a small amount of people that like there was nothing new to see. So I was reopening the app, re-seeing the new, like the same shit I was already seeing. So it was like I would see that and I'd be like, I just saw this. It was so bad. Like, I would literally sit there and think to myself, like like I literally would sit in my bed and be like look to my invisible cameras around my room and be like, did y'all just catch that? Wait. Oh. That's not funny. Cut the cameras. No, I'm serious. Stop. So yeah, that was the first tell. It gets worse. It gets a lot worse. The second tell, and the really bad one that really made me delete it, was that like I would go on and I would scroll and I would see like my acquaintances. I would not call them friends because I don't have any friends anymore. Like, I will get into that later. That's a topic for another video, but like, I low-key have cut all my friends off. That's low-key why I named this podcast Antisocial. We'll get into that too. Probably at the end of this video or something. I don't know. But, oh my gosh. Bro, I would get on Instagram and I would see like a friend, acquaintance, someone I liked that I knew, and they would like post themselves like at a club, and I low-key would be like like, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I, like, was angry. And it didn't come from a place of jealousy. More so that, like, they would post a picture with someone that literally 2 days prior, they had called me talking shit about that person. And then they would post a picture with them. And I would be like, so we're just all fucking fake, right? So we just all hate each other, right? Like, I just felt so, like, angry. Every time I was on Instagram, I felt so angry. I was not happy for anyone. I was such a bitch ass hater. I was such a hater. And I really took a step back and I was like, you know what? I am not happy for any of these people. Friends, acquaintances, this random person on my explore page. I hate everyone, basically. Hate's a strong word. I really don't like anyone. Like, that's what I felt. And I was like, I really need to, like, be alone and work on myself. Hence the fucking journal that I bought, that I've been consistently writing in pages at a time, that I never thought I could do. Hence me deleting all social medias. Hence me reading books. Hence me listening to Radiohead on repeat. Like, what's going on, guys? I've never been like this before. But yeah, so that's why I deleted Instagram. It just was, like, consuming my life. And then TikTok was, like, a similar reason. Like, I was just so over the brain rotted stuff. Like, I find that stuff funny. Like, there's some stuff on TikTok where I'm like, okay, that's kind of funny. Like, I get it. It's really stupid and funny. And, like, with my new job, I work with kids now. So, like, they're all into, like, the, like, stupid, like, skibbity toilet. And, like, they'll come and, like, sing it to me and, like, gritty. And I'm like, okay, that's, like, kind of funny because they're kids. But, like, there's some stuff that I see where I'm like, oh my god, like, how can these people vote? Like, these people, like, sit here and, like, actually, like, they have the ability to vote. These people have the ability to drive a car. I'm a little worried for our safety, to be quite frank with you guys. So I just had to delete that. And then also, I think it also was that, like, I would scroll and see videos of just, like, such tone deaf, like, influencers and, like, people just, like, I don't know, like, just such tone deaf people. And then the comments were also so tone deaf. Like, people in the comments, like, this kind of has to do with my last video, my last, like, podcast episode, the one that I started out, the brain rotted one, where I talked about, like, hating celebrities or whatever. And I was talking about the Met Gala and, like, how people would be like, oh my god, like, Kim, like, you ate down in that dress. I'm like, guys, okay, people are dying. Can we, like, just fucking stop talking about the dress? Does anyone give a crap? Hey, I just kind of had, like, a moment, like a that's so Raven moment, where, like, I kind of, like, shot into the future and it was just, like, no one caring about what I was saying. Anyways, that's why I deleted the social media. And low-key, it was good because I feel like I have a lot more free time with my day. I feel like I have a lot more free time, but I also kind of feel a little more depressed. Not that I have depression or anything, but I feel a little more like, dang, like, I really am alone. Because when I'm not on social media or, like, taking up that time of my day doing that stuff, I kind of, like, am like, okay, what am I doing? Because then you realize, like, at least for me, I, like, don't talk to a lot of people. And it's not because, like, I guess maybe it is because I don't have a lot of people to talk to. I don't like talking to a lot of people. No comment. I don't like talking to a lot of people. And I'm not the type of person who likes low maintenance friendships. I don't really like that. I've never been one to do that. Like, it really has to be a specific type of low maintenance friendship where, like, we've always been like that. But, like, if I have a friend that I've been really close with for so long and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I want to be low maintenance. That kind of compromise doesn't really go well with me. I'm not really like that. And maybe that's a me thing. It definitely is a me thing. But, yeah. So I just don't have a lot of people to talk to. And I guess I took up a lot of my time with, like, TikTok and Instagram and social media. I still had YouTube shorts, which was low-key crazy. Because, like, sometimes I would just, like, want to scroll. So I would, like, go on YouTube shorts. And, like, it would just be, like, clips from, like, Grey's Anatomy. Or, like, Dexter. And, like, clips from these shows. And it would be, like, season 4, episode 11. And it would just be, like, a clip. And I would be like, what happens next? Bro, you can't leave me hanging like that. And then I would, like, download Netflix and, like, rewatch it. And I don't have Netflix, so I would, like, have to, like, hack into someone's account that, like, I haven't talked to in, like, 7 years. I'm kidding. Okay, so yeah. I delete social media, and it's low-key been good. Will I get it back? I don't know. I had 300 followers. No one cared about what I posted. I literally got like 2 likes on every post, no comments. Like, literally no one cared. I liked posting because I feel like I have like a influencer. I hate saying that when I literally said like I hate influencers, but I feel like I have like an eye for posting like that. And I'm kind of good at it, I feel. But no one cared about anything I posted, so I kind of just, got rid of it. And the thing is, I'm like funny sometimes, and I would post funny things, and no one would laugh, and it made me sad. I was like, damn, if I had the right audience, I think I would get a few likes on this. But, oh well. One day. Anywho, this is a book I've been currently reading. At the end of each podcast episode, this one's kind of short. I think this is going to be like the pilot episode. I think I mentioned that, but whatever. I'm going to talk about my favorite book of the week because I read like a freaking freak. I read a lot. And then my favorite song of the week. Yeah, I have a song of the week, but we'll start off with the book. Currently, I'm reading Normal People because I love self-harm. That sounded so bad. But this is a form of self-harm, I would say. It's a really, like, such a sad book. Let me chill out really quick. Okay. Normal People by Sally Rooney. I have been annotating this book like a motherfricker. I'm not that far into it, actually. I'm barely into it. But I thrifted this book, and that gave me the, like, push to annotate it, because I usually like to buy my books, like, fresh, new. And then when I buy my books like that, I hate, like, messing them up because they're so new. So now that this one was like thrifted and I know like people have had it before me, it gave me a reason to like kind of destroy it and annotate it. And also, I know this book isn't plot driven, so that gives me so much room to like annotate the characters. So that's what I did. I just completely went ham on Connell and Marianne. And Marianne is so much like me in so many ways, and I know that's like kind of stupid because probably everyone says that when they read the book, but I was reading her lines. I mean, there's some parts where I'm like, okay, girl, you're being a little much, but some of the things like about her being a loner and like reading in school and all of that, I'm like, girl, like I've literally that scene has been played out like literally like last week. Like I did that in my college class last week, like I promise. But there was one line where it said like something, there was something that was said that literally was identical to my life and my family. And bruh, I sat here like this. I was like, okay, Sally, you just know how to write a character. That's exactly like me. So that was a little crazy. But I'm not done with it yet, but that's the one I'm currently reading. And I know I'm going to like it because I'm annotating it a lot. Even if I don't love it, I've been writing... Let me find a page to show you. I've been writing just a lot of like... just circling stuff, highlighting stuff. And honestly, I think I'm going to like... This is one of those books that I annotate that I'm going to give to someone to read my annotations, because so far, like, the lines here, even, they don't, like, mean much at first when you read them, but if you really read the line over, it's kind of like, ooh, wait, that kind of hits. That's kind of pretty good. So, I'll keep you guys updated on this book. It feels like my own personal project. Like, usually books I read just to kind of get through them and say like, oh, I read that book, and I enjoy them, but like I usually read like Emily Henry type books, like cute little rom-coms. This, however, I know this ends badly. Like, I know I'm not gonna be happy with it, but I'm taking it as more of a project than like a cute little rom-com romance. So that's my book of the week, Normal People by Sally Rooney, thrifted for maybe like $8, $6, one of those. And I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's a little weird. I don't like how she doesn't use quotations, but no one likes that. Like, I saw the reviews and no one liked how she didn't use quotations. So I know I'm not the only one. Song of the week. Since I've been in a kind of like rut recently, I like to listen to music that matches my mood, which I know that's not healthy at all, listening to music that mirrors your mood, because music, at least for me, a sad song, like, I could be happy and I could listen to a sad song and then all of a sudden I'm crying. So music can really like crap on my mood so much. So the album, I'll give a whole album and then I'll give a song. The album I've been listening to is OK Computer by Radiohead. Man. When I tell you, I love Radiohead, and I've listened to a lot of their songs for a while, but I finally kind of sat down and listened to OK Computer the other day, and I was like, what is that melody? Like literally, I was like, okay, my dad loves Pink Floyd, and like when I think of him listening to Pink Floyd, I think he thinks like it's like he's like floating, like he's on drugs, like acid, like floating. Like, that's how it was when I was listening to OK Computer. I was like, oh my god, but it was like sad. Like, everything was like blue and black, and I was like my face was like melting. I was like, this is how it ends. So yeah. And the ones I've been really digging from that, because obviously I've been in a depressive mood, are No Surprises. Bruh, I could do a whole analysis. I literally, in my journal, wrote like a whole analysis on it, because that's how like depressed I was. Not, guys, I know I'm like I keep saying like depressed. I'm not depressed or anything. I'm just like I'm just like in a rut. But I think like when I listen to these songs, it makes me like really depressed. But No Surprises, the lyrics in that, girl, when I'm driving to my job, it's 7 a.m, it's raining, and I'm listening to No Surprises. I'm literally like, I will literally blink and I'm at my job. It's a 45-minute ride. And I'm like, what the fuck? No Surprises has been on free. What the fuck? I'm like, wait, did this song? Bruh. So yeah, no surprises. And then exit music, bruh. Exit music for a film. That's the name of it, I think. Did you guys know that was written for Romeo and Juliet, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio? Not me. Found that out the other day. But that one, oh, when the beat drops and it's like, actually no. In my head it played and I was like, yeah, that one's really good. But no surprises. Oh, the beginning of that. It always makes me think of Coraline because I think I saw like a Coraline edit to it like years ago, and that's when I first like was introduced to the song. But bro, like when I first like listened to that song, like I was like, okay, I get it. Like I want a quiet life with no surprises because I really do. Like I really relate to that song. But then the other day when I really listened to it and I was like, man, this song's about your, oh, wait, I might have to bleep that out. This song's about yourself. This song's about, what do they say on TikTok? About, offing one's self. That's what the actual song's about. And I was just like, oh, damn. But the lyrics, I'll take a quiet life. And then the next line's about like carbon dioxide and like dying. So, anyways, yeah. I guess that's it for the first ep. Antisocial. Oh yeah, let me give a little background on that and then we'll head out. Hello, Shark Hat, stay on my head. Don't embarrass me like that. I chose the name Antisocial because I'm an antisocial freak. I love being social. Don't get me wrong. Put me in a room with all these people and ask me to find my way out of the room. I'll be able to do it. Was that a good analogy? I don't know. But I can make a conversation with anyone. I could do it. But that doesn't mean I like people. That's what I found out recently. And I just don't really fuck with people. That is actually what I found out recently. Yeah. I live in the Orlando area and I go to Halloween Horror Nights every year. I love it. It's my favorite thing. I love horror stuff. But low-key this year, I like didn't want to go because there are crowds of people there. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I don't want to see people. Like, I don't people like that. I don't. So I could totally get into this more on another day because it kind of just sounds like I'm a POS and I'm a bitter person. But like if I really did like a deep cut analysis on this, I think you guys would like really see my perspective as to why. And of course, I have like real life examples as to why I feel this way. Like no one's just born disliking people. Like there's real things that have happened, of course, that drive someone to feel this way. But I just noticed that recently I tended to stay away from the general population. And I think that makes me antisocial. Now, do I have that antisocial personality disorder thing? No, I don't think so. But yeah, that's the end of today's episode, guys. Pray for me that I brave this storm. I was supposed to build my PC today with a coworker of mine, an old coworker, acquaintance friend. And then I found out there was a hurricane, so I canceled and we moved it to a different day. But I bought a PC, so maybe I'll stream one day. Wouldn't that be sick if I started streaming? Would y'all watch that? Guys, be honest. Would y'all watch me stream GTA 5? This hat. Would y'all watch? Okay, guys, wait. Sick idea. Since I live near Miami, not near at all, it's like 5 hours away. Since I live near Miami, would y'all watch me stream in Miami, streaming GTA 5 Miami? God, has anyone even thought of that before? What the fudge? What the frick? Alright, I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, bye.